Hello there, Taurus. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of May 4th through the 10th. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so the very first card that we have coming up is for Monday. This is the Eight of Clubs in reverse. Now, the Eight of Clubs in reverse talks about a slowdown for you, Taurus. Things are going to be slowing down Monday. For those of you who have been going like full speed for a while, this might be nice to have a little bit of a relaxation, a little bit of a break, time to breathe a little bit. For others of you who have been really kind of wanting things to pick up, this may be just a good time to start thinking about, okay, well, what can I do while I wait for things to pick up, and start using some of that time productively to get ready for the pickup. Because I do feel like this slowdown is just temporary in both cases. Just a very temporary slowdown, maybe last 2 days probably at the most. But I feel like all these clubs that you see here, even though this is reversed, all these clubs, look, they're getting ready to hit. They're getting ready to land. So I see it getting really busy, or else really busy again, whichever way that works out for you guys, really quickly. I'm thinking by the end of the week you're going to be pedaling fast again if you haven't blah. For those of you who were pedaling fast again before, and for those of you who weren't, I feel like you will be. So Monday, when you have time to breathe, this is a good time to sort of regroup and get everything all together, so that when the splash hits, you're ready for it all. Okay, so Tuesday, Taurus, what we have coming up is the Fool. This is such a good card. Now, the Fool card really tells me that you have something that you really know at an internal deep level how to handle. So there's some situation in your life that you know how to handle it. However, this knowing is not logical. It's very intuitive, and so it's not easy to back it up with facts or just logic in general. It just doesn't really add up. So it's hard to really tell your friends about it and expect them to be right on board with you right off the bat, unless you just have a major trust level with them. So what's going on is, not only do you know how to handle this situation, but I'm seeing on Tuesday that you are handling the situation with the information that your intuition has given you, which is a very, very, very good thing. It's the beginning of a journey of faith where you're trusting that intuition and knowing that it came from Sacred Spirit, and that Sacred Spirit now has your back because you're honoring that spirit by going forward with the intuition. So like I said, it's the beginning of a wonderful journey of trust and exploration, and oh my gosh, just wonderfulness. So congratulations to you, Taurus. Now, on Wednesday, what we have showing up is we have the Sun card in reverse. And the Sun card in reverse really talks about a situation where probably you were given a project and told, take care of this, whatever way you want to take care of it, just do it. And you're happy about this. This is something that you feel like you're totally capable of. You have ideas about how you want to handle this, and you're ready to rock and roll. And maybe even you're getting started on this project, you're getting your teeth really sunk in on Wednesday, and then the person who gave you the project comes up to you and says, oh, by the way, we want it handled this way, or we don't like the way you're doing it right now. So now all of a sudden you're in a box on this project. You don't have complete creative freedom here anymore. So that's kind of a frustrating situation, and that's the situation that the Sun talks about. It talks about having this wonderful project that you're so excited about and then being kind of boxed in a little bit. So it's all in perspective. That's the word here. The key word on Wednesday is perspective. You can look at it as cup is half empty, or you can look at it as cup is half full. How are you going to look at it? Okay? So then on Thursday, what we have coming up is we have the Magician in reverse. The Magician in reverse, I don't feel like this is going to be a big deal for most of you Tauruses, but the Magician in reverse is talking about a trickster. And when I say trickster, this could be the neighborhood kid who tries to give you a piece of gum, and then you pull it out and there's a little bit of a electronic jolt or something like that, or it buzzes at you or something like that. All the way up to a total, complete professional scam artist or con artist. So the Magician in reverse is always talking about a trickster. Like I said, I don't feel like for most of you this is going to be a major trickster, but I feel like you are going to be running into a more mid-level or minor level prankster on Thursday. Somebody who just likes to goof around and have a good time. And I'm feeling like for you, Taurus, on Thursday, This person doesn't really realize he's doing any harm, but I do think that he kind of tramples a little bit on somebody's feelings, or he might do a little bit of, like, he might be undoing somebody's work a little bit so that they have to go back and redo it without realizing what he's doing with his words. So just a trickster coming in on Thursday. I don't feel like it's a real big deal trickster. We're not talking full-blown con artist here. Just somebody who just is trying to have some fun and maybe just loses a little bit of sight of the boundaries on that. Okay, so Friday what we have showing up, Taurus, is we have the Ten of Coins in reverse. Okay, so Ten of Coins in reverse just tells me, Taurus, that there's some kind of situation that you just feel like you're done with. You would like to end that situation. You're tired of it. You feel like you've learned everything that you can learn from this, and you were just so ready to move on and graduate on to something else. But whenever this card comes in reverse, what's going on is you're having a hard time actually getting out of this situation or walking away from it. It's like you're trying to walk away from this situation, but you're only getting so far, and then you feel like you're just kind of sucked back into it anyway. So that's what I see going on Friday. I see you starting to walk away and then ending up feeling like you're sucked back in. For a lot of you, I feel like this is actually a family situation, and you should know with me, family shows up as actual blood family or as acting family. So maybe if it's an adopted family, that would be your acting family. And family can also show up as significant other or a partnership that you've been in for a little while. So so this could be a partnership, this could be an acting family, or this could be a blood family situation. But I do feel like for most of you, this is a blood family situation where you're kind of trying to get out of this situation and you keep getting kind of sucked back in. Okay, so Saturday, what we have showing up for you, Taurus, is we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups, to me, Taurus, when I see this card, a lot of times when I look at the reverse cards, what I'm looking at is how does gravity affect this card when it's in the reverse position. And you know, this cups, it actually looks like there's two flowers growing out of this cup if you look at it right side up. Okay, so then when it's upside down, to me, I see those flowers falling out. It's gravity working on them. So what I'm seeing is on Saturday, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be really expressing some emotions. You're just going to be pouring those emotions out on Saturday. So really opening up your heart to somebody. I feel like this could be, in most cases actually, this is going to be some more negative emotions than positive. So this is not going to be, oh, I love you so much because. This is going to be, I think you're a rotten stinker because type of pouring out of emotions. This is kind of clearing the air and just getting everything out on the table and just really putting out there how you feel. I feel like for a lot of you, Taurus, you've been kind of masking that. You've been trying to kind of pretend that everything's okay for a while. And I feel like Saturday you're just kind of done with the pretending. That's it. Thank you very much. And I think something actually really triggers you. Usually when the Queen comes in reverse like this, the Queen of Cups, it's because something has triggered you and you're just like, wow, all these emotions that you've been holding in for a while, they're just coming out like a volcano. So that's what I see going on Saturday. The beauty of that is, even though it's ugly and it doesn't feel good when you're doing it, it totally clears the air. It lets people know what you're really thinking. And then, you know, you can move on from that. You can either fix it or you can realize that, you know what, this isn't working, and move on to find something that will work. So either way, it's a good thing, even though it's not necessarily a pleasant experience at the time for yourself or anybody else involved. Definitely a good thing in the long run. Now, on Sunday, the Justice card. The Justice card really just means that you are now receiving the harvest from whatever it is that you planted previously. So, and I use those words, I guess I grew up on those words in church. You know, they talk about planting your seed and then harvesting later on. But this really is talking about that there are some situations that you have begun. There are some decisions that you have made in the past. There are some roads that you've walked, some choices that you have made and that you have stuck to. And now on Sunday, what's coming up is that you're getting the justice for that. So, you know, if you were treating people very well and doing well by them as well as you knew how to, then on Sunday you get a nice surprise of somebody's loyalty that you hadn't really thought about, or maybe somebody does something kind and nice for you, like what you've been doing for other people. And then the other thing, you know, if you've been making some decisions that really hurt people that were not the necessary decisions to be made, but you made them anyway, then you're going to be getting justice for those types of things too, if you've been doing stuff like that, Taurus. So just a day of kind of evening the scales. It's almost like a day of kind of reckoning things out and making things even. Basically karmically is how I'm reading that. So Taurus, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, please check out my website. Make sure I'm the best reader for you. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you've checked out my website, if you still feel like I'm the best person for you to work with, go ahead and contact me and we will schedule a reading for you as quickly as possible. Let's see. Yeah. And for the rest of you, I will see you all here next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.